Russell Wilson. There were no problems. Broncos and the Jaguars, and it comes your way. Next.
It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Today we've got a Week 8 matchup on tap here between the Denver Broncos and the Jacksonville Jaguars. Alongside my partner Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you look at this Jaguar team. They come in playing pretty good football. Winners of 4 of their last 6 games.
And the offense last week, they had things humming. If you're a defensive player, you may get overshadowed a little bit, but you're really buoyed by what your offense is doing.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Broncos, they come into this one knowing it's been a while since tasting victory. They've dropped 4 in a row.
Can they remember what it was like to win a game in these types of situations?
Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. Here's Russell Wilson, 11th season in the league. First, of course, with Denver. After a high-profile trade this offseason that saw him dealt from Seattle. Quickly to the air is Wilson. Man, he's going to complete to Courtland Sutton. He'll get this up to the 30-yard line. That's a pickup of 11 and a first down on their first offensive play.
To win any route, you got to break down the defender. That's exactly what happened here on this really nicely executed little route.
So first and 10 now from the 30. Throwing is Wilson. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
But the pass rush has been a real strength of late. They know to get after the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on-one battles. But also, when the offensive line wants to keep everyone in and mass protect, they know how to scheme their way back to the quarterback as well.
And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball, and sometimes it just happens naturally, and then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence.
They're looking for Judy, but it's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick, and he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. It's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions. Can he take care of the football? If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey, how about giving me an opportunity?
The first play of the drive there is incomplete. Well, this game, the 9th that the Jags have played here in London, you might know that Sean Connery's the owner of both the Jaguars and Fulham in the English Premier League on the soccer side of things. And this is the 3rd of 3 London games the NFL will play this year. But there is one more game to come over on the continent, the Seahawks and Bucks from... It's intercepted. Picked out by Justin Simmons. And the Broncos will take over here just shy of 30. The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. They were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
I was getting worried that, like, 120-ish. There wasn't that many people here, and then all of a sudden it was like 130, and I was like,
bunch of games in a row now. They've got to start thinking a little bit differently.
Literally
Maybe a little
like
bit outside
more
of the
than half
box.
the people.
Find other ways to move the football. I don't know if you're going to do it through the air or maybe change up how you establish your run game.
And he'll have it past midfield, close to the 40 before being taken down. 27 yards there, first down.
I feel like I rushed on it. That was like a rush.
Play action. Now Wilson.
And then I
He finds his man complete. It's back. They'll get this to the
You're gonna be proud of me.
12 more yards now and another first down.
Good sure hands there for the guy not accustomed to catching a lot of passes. But how about the way he was able to pull that one in and pick up good yardage?
No.
Now Gordon on first down. And he's got it down to the 28. Well, this defense, Charles, really played well in that league a week ago.
We certainly had a nice conversation.
I was shocked that he didn't go more like aggressive on the cake.
Like what we did. We definitely need more pressure on the quarterback this week.
Wilson's throw taken in by Sutton. And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
Jennifer came over and she goes, "He barely even touched it." She goes, "Mom didn't even let him get into trouble at all."
No doubt about it, because offense coordinators love to call plays to send receivers into the middle of the field. And linebackers, they want to naturally discourage those plays from being called.
Red zone now. Here's Wilson on first down. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
The gap man coverage on the outside. The scout report on these DBs tells me they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. Here's Wilson. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Good coaching and execution because he realized he's in field goal range. No sense passing.
The kick by McManus is good. And the Broncos first to brace the scoreboard. It's 3-0. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you get the ball up, what's the first thing the coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put up the football back in 2021. That's what one NFL coach turn his defense. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
And they'll bring it on to the 25 as Agnew elects for the touchback. So time to see Jacksonville again on offense for the second time here in this game. Their second drive with the ballgame, Charles. Remember last time they threw the interception, but the defense held up. It bent a little but didn't break, only giving up the 3 points.
Yeah, obviously they left some points on the table there the last time out, but boy, they have to thank their defense for holding the opposition just 3 after they threw the pick. Their turn now. Back out on the field, put together a good drive, and get some points of their own.
It's a gain of 34.
We know play callers can be very creative in this game today, but sometimes when they've got receivers with speed like this, they don't need to design incredibly complex calls. Sometimes it's just get the ball in his hands and let him do his thing. In a sense, less can become more, and it was right there.
Did you call her Pam? Did you just call her Pam?
And they'll run it. This is James. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. It's picked up by the Broncos. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. And they put it on the ground here on the second drive. And, of course, Charles, that follows drive number 1 where they had the INT.
Makes you wonder what's going on with this team because a lot of times we can attribute it to nerves, but maybe it's a lack of focus. Maybe it's the preparation for the game. Maybe they just came into it lackadaisical because that's just not looking good at all. That's just not the football that we came here to see.
And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Josh Allen able to record his 5th sack of the season. The number 1 mission of any offensive line, you got to protect that quarterback, keep him safe back there. This time, the rush got to him in a hurry.
And this came from the edge. Those pressures hit so many tricky tricks of the trade to get around blockers. They have a lot of tools in their kit. This was pure speed and athleticism on this play, though. And they could barely get a glove on him before he got the quarterback on the ground.
And the next-gen stat's going to show just how much time he had to make a decision, and it's not much. 3 seconds, the final clocking. Throwing on 2nd and long. Wilson. That's going to be complete on the sideline, but, you know, that throw left him no room to run, and the good footwork nearly all for naught. This defense for the Giants, they were very strong in the win last week over the Giants.
It's done throughout a ball game. It always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
And they'll get him down at about the 37, well short of the first. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
When's Friday? Next Friday?
On 4th down, Sam Martin is on to punt for the Broncos. Jamal Agnew is deep to return it. They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends his one away. Taken in at the 11. That'll be a 49-yard punt, 6 yards there on the return. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. The Jags and running back James Robinson ready to go on offense. He's got to clear his mind a little bit right now. 1 carry, and that carry was a lost fumble.
Clear his mind, clear his hand. Got a full game ahead of him. Hand it to him again. See if they can start to produce.
Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line. And Lawrence will throw. Quick slant caught by Kirk. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks.
That was a nicely run slant route. And what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route. And he breaks it off usually after about 3 to 4 steps and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
Sometimes it's design, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
You are smart.
Now in just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. A play fake for Robinson. Now Lawrence escaping the pressure right. He'll get just a yard on the scramble in 2nd down.
That's an early scramble that can be viewed positively by either side. From the offensive point of view, it begins to establish it as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively, they avoided giving up a huge play with one of their first tests in containing a quarterback on the run.
Here's 2nd and 9.
Dad, put something else on the TV and I'll be watching it.
Lawrence with the handoff to Robinson.
Wait up, go to your room and watch what you want.
He goes down right
I don't have a TV.
there. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up in a 3rd
Doesn't matter.
situation. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that,
they get paid too.
On third down, Lawrence. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 27-yard line. 3-0 after one on EA Sports. The Jags with the football to begin the second quarter as they've got it with a 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Delay of game.
The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
Still 2nd down.
Go get him! Go get him! Bring him back down.
Action. It's Lawrence.
Go get him!
Completes it to Evan Ingram. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 17-yard line. 11 more yards there. This methodical drive continues.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
Coaches talk about it all the time. Players talk about it as well. Excellent job staying disciplined in coverage and making that stop. Inside the red zone, every stop like that could be preventing a possible touchdown.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, every point certainly counts at this stage of the game. But after driving so far, you absolutely know they want to finish it with 6 instead of 3.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Lawrence. Caught on the right side by Jones. And the Jags are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
A field goal helps, but a touchdown gives you the lead. That had to be the message transmitted in the huddle. And they delivered there as that throw is going to keep the drive alive. And even better than that, set them up for the 1st and goal.
Robinson going to take this down just short of the goal line. He got 3, but could not get the ball over the chalk. It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
Well, he did get a taste the previous week. He got into the end zone, trying his best to get there. In this game, so far, he's been denied.
2nd and goal from the 1. Robinson again. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal.
This pass became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw to the goal line, but it's incomplete. So it's been a long drive. They've held the ball for quite a while. Now what do you do here?
Well, to me, at this stage, after this drive, this close to the goal line, 3 points would be a letdown. I'm going for it here.
Going for it, here's ETN. He'll take this one in for a Jags touchdown. Travis Etienne with his 9th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point tacked on by Lambo. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. A break there for this offense as they will get a chance to start at the 40-yard line. So now the possession will begin at the 35 after the errant kickoff.
Well, that's certainly one way to avoid a dangerous kick return, I suppose, but you are giving up extra yardage, that's for sure. Because if you put it out of the end zone, they start at the 25. So at a minimum, you're giving up 10 yards to the offense.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he'll be taken down before he gets into enemy territory.
I am not
First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down.
But it certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first 10.
Here, watch out. I play video games for a little bit.
We can
Try
count
to
on
lean
him
that.
getting the ball. Possibly. That may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. So apparently some grabbing there in the middle of the O-line.
The guys that play center. Trying to snap the ball and then trying to get your hands into the proper position is difficult to do. He got caught that time.
There's Wilson. Sets up the screen to Gordon. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
We can talk about strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there. Get into the
What are you doing?
9 yards to
What are we
pick up there. It's a
doing?
first down. Shotgun. Wilson. Finding the open man, and that's Tim Patrick.
What are we doing? Hang it upside down?
A gain of 15. First and 10.
nice answer to the touchdown drive against them. Because they couldn't reestablish the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Yeah. No.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's first and 10. They'll give it to Gordon.
Because diagnosed as perfect down there. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Here, Bubby. Get your bath. Look what Mom's got.
Well, they obviously red man covers their partner, and he got downfield, broke down the defender. Yeah, he made him think he's going to run a different route. Probably thought he was going to take it upfield, and he throws back inside for the completion.
Williams. It's going to go backwards. He'll lose yardage back to the 5. That's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Defensively, he has been a presence in their backfield in the first half. Had a sack earlier, and now he comes up with a big tackle for a loss.
On second and goal, Wilson dancing to his left. And he'll just chuck this one up into road G. It's incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone.
And the pass is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Jerry Jeudy. A great effort there. His second touchdown of the season. And the Broncos have retaken the lead. Extra point from McManus is good. And the lead is now 10-7.
Yankee Doodle.
9 plays all total. And it's capped off by the touchdown run from Jerry Jeudy. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Fielded right around the 8. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. Some more great football coming your way in prime time to wrap up the month of October. It starts tonight. Could it be a Super Bowl preview? The Packers and Bills from Buffalo at 8:20 Eastern. And then tomorrow, Halloween night, Monday Night Football, the Bengals and Browns from Cleveland. And how this game has changed in importance in recent years. That starts at 8:15 Eastern. 2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. Off the play fake. Here's Lawrence. Rolling to his right. This is caught. It's Kirk. Yeah, he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. 16 more on that one and another first down. Out of the gun, they give to Robinson. A beautiful fake.
Holding. Offense.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
Ready, set. Block it.
Hand off to Robinson out of the shotgun.
Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line.
Now the Jags are moving quickly in the hurry-up. Now on 2nd and 13. Lawrence. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd.
I can spin this negatively as he just got back to the line of scrimmage. But when you really analyze it, he took away a big play for the defense, made it an uneventful run because he avoided a sack and didn't lose yardage.
And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 17-yard line. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Now Lawrence. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete.
He came through well with a nice pass breakup there. Fortunate that he was on the spot. He's the only guy left to prevent the first down.
And Lambeau will put this one through, and that will knot us up at 10. So a late 3 there, and that'll help as they head into the break.
Talk about situational football and something they've worked out since the OTAs and mini camps the previous summer. They take care of the ball, get 3 points, knowing they're going to get the ball to start the second half. That's the old 2-for-1 special to finish things off.
All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The white flag coming out as they line up to kneel on it. The final second ticks by, and that's going to do it for the first half of play. So thanks to the late field goal, we are all tied up heading to intermission. As it's time now to send you back stateside to Orlando, Florida, and check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, good work in that first half. More from you guys.
Well, I know we hold off on the halftime update after all. Seems like everyone's ready to go here for the second half in Week 8 in the NFL. Okay, Coach, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. As they say here in London, all to play for as we are back underway in the second half. Now Jamal Agnew from his end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. Out come the Jaguars now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. Well, the first half very even. I mean, really in all facets. This ball game tied, Charles. So as we start the third quarter, curious to see what the second half brings us.
Certainly am. I'm with you on that one. And we all know a lot of coaches from the NFL all the way down to the Pee Wee level. They love to spin it to their teams. Hey, we're starting a brand new, shorter ball game. It's all even. Let's go out and seize it. This is ours.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
They go play action now. Lawrence. Trying to get it to Beckham, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kareem Jackson. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. So the ball changing hands on the interception, but meanwhile here we do have an injury on the play. But the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. They'll try and get the ground game going. Here's Gordon. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. All-around great play by Devin Lloyd, using his athleticism to get to the backfield and his strength to stop him for a loss.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
The opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Now it's Wilson. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. Josh Allen picks up his second sack of the afternoon. A CD, you know, so often we talk about quarterbacks holding on to the ball too long. Well, we can't say that there. He had no time to do much of anything.
Yeah, that's when we turn to your lineman and say, guys, can I get a little help here? And you have to ask politely because, remember, they're blocking for you the entire game. But as a quarterback, you've also got to have the clock running in your head when you need to get rid of the football. But this time, he had no chance. They were on him instantly.
Throw left side complete. That's Patrick. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. So the completion good for 7 there. And that's going to make it 4th down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say we should have done better there.
Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set to go again. Here comes another drive from this unit, and Charles, they're coming off a costly mistake on the last possession, an interception in a game that is very close right now.
Well, as we know, they all sting no matter what the situation, but in a one-possession game, that'll hurt a little bit more. But this is an excellent opportunity to make up for it on this drive. I just don't expect them to try and take huge gambles to make up that momentum in a hurry.
The first down screen pass, good for 5.
And a really nice play call there to start the drive, especially if you're a team that has a little bit of a reputation for throwing it downfield. You come out and you think maybe you can catch them off guard a little bit, and they did. Little screen pass, backdoored them, and that time worked well for a solid gain.
Across the 30 to the 31-yard line. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw.
Well, that's the third interception for Lawrence. Picked off by the linebacker, Joe Schobert. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Let's go home, boy.
On the delayed handoff, this is Gordon. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. Well, hang on here a second. Looks like a Jaguar in some obvious discomfort from that last play. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7. Now Wilson. He's got a man. It's Sutton that's complete. And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I don't care how many times we say it, I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Now they run from the gun with Gordon. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. Throwing is Wilson. And this one incomplete. Oh, he couldn't hang on to it in the end zone, and that's one that'll haunt you. And now it brings up 3rd down.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. 4th down, Wilson trots off, and on comes Brandon McManus for the Denver field goal. The kick by McManus is good, and that extends their advantage to 6. It's 16-10. So they got the turnover started with great field position, but in the end, the defense able to hold firm, and they only get 3 out of it.
And I like what you said right there. That defense able to hold firm, backed up into the shadow of their own end zone. The goalpost right behind them. They had to make sure they didn't give up the 6. And, boy, they came through in a big way. To them, even though they gave up 3, that's a win for their side.
And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. once, bringing the Jaguars up 1st and 10 at their own 27. They begin the drive with Robinson, and he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime Mings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
And Ingram holds it in. And he will have a Jaguars 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
Yeah, interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. And they'll throw on 1st down with Lawrence. Crossing route, and he hits his man. It's Jones. And they're going to get this down to about the 37. And he has now hit number 500. Charles, that is his 500th NFL career catch.
Definitely worthy of applause, but I remember when 500 meant you were going to the Hall of Fame. Nowadays, in today's football, 500 puts you on the path, a significant number.
And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Now it looks like we've got a Bronco that's banged up on the play. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. On play action, Lawrence. Man open, here is Jones. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Chewing up big yardage, another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up for the 1st and goal.
Lawrence going to fire it out wide, complete. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Odell Beckham from 3 yards out. And the Jaguars are an extra point away from capturing the lead. Point after by Lambo, up and good. And that will put them on top here in the 3rd. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Taken in at the 3. Denver's offense now set to go. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a 1st down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. The completion good. This is Eric Ebron. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Better than a 30-yard gain as we wind down towards 30 seconds left in the quarter.
They always talk about the guy who paid off the play, don't we? A guy who caught it or ran it. But how about the elements that go into making a big play? This one in particular, able to scan the field, pocket held up nicely. What a terrific job by the offensive line. The route well run, and the football right on the money.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. Welcome back now here in London. 8 yards to go on 2nd down. This one's still anybody's ball game. It's a one-point difference here as we begin the fourth quarter of play. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Now it's Wilson. Flushed out right. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. So there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the fourth quarter, picking up the first.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time. And that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes. It was time to exit the pocket and go.
Tackle made by Devin Lloyd, the linebacker. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place.
And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. Eric Ebron, a 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Broncos answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a fourth-quarter lead. Plenty of scoring here of late, and our lead changes hands now in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, they just gave up a touchdown on the other end, so they knew that with time getting short, they had to put something together here, and they were able to do so and retake the lead right back.
Wilson going to throw for it. And he's got it. So the two-point conversion is good, and they add on to their fourth-quarter lead. So they go with a pass there on the two-point try and able to convert it, Charles.
And a good job by the offense figuring out their two-point play and using it well. It's interesting how people are using the strategy nowadays, though, isn't it?
It really is, and I don't know how much that particular play factored in, but with the PAT moving back in 15-16, that kind of changed things, didn't it?
It's really a part of everyone's strategy now. When I talk with coaches and when we sit with them, they always talk about they actually have two-point periods in practice now, something they never really did before.
Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up, 1st and 10. Right at the 30. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Tack McKinley made his way into the backfield. That's their first time getting to the quarterback, sack number 1. And, you know, they had 5 last week, I'm remembering.
And you have to find a way to slow down the pass rush, not necessarily with just protecting your quarterback, but you show them a lot of different looks, and they did that in the first half. You know, different angles, different things to slow down the speed. They got to him here in the second half. Now they got to come up with a counter to that and maybe do something different.
Throwing now, Lawrence on 1st down. And the Broncos get there and take him down. Randy Gregory coming in from that outside linebacker spot. He gets him down. It's a loss of 5. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Here's Lawrence to throw. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. The 4th and very long coming up. You're out of field goal range. I don't know that you can go for this.
Well, I know that you want to, right? You know that they want to say, hey, let's go for this. We've got the perfect play drawn up. Let's do it. But I wouldn't go for it either. I agree with you totally. You're only down 1 score. Punt it. Let your defense pick you up.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. The Jags come up empty on 4th down. And the Broncos are going to get the football back in great field position. Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Sutton. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. Now a 2nd down and 6. From From the gun, it's Wilson. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Well, to me, there was no question about the intent there, and I think he was a little fortunate that the penalty flag didn't come out for grounding. But he'll get away with it and get another shot on third down.
On third down, Wilson. Over the middle, complete. That's Sutton. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
Holding. Offense.
So apparently some grabbing of the jersey there on the O-line.
Yeah, just working the interior, and that's where the penalty occurred.
Every penalty so critical at this stage of the game as now they've got it 3rd and long. Now Wilson. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
Following the punt return here, there's someone shaken up. Hopefully, obviously, nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up 1st and 10 at their own 26. They start on the ground with Robinson here. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down. Here's Robinson again on 2nd down. And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36. It's a 6-yard run. Leaves him with about a foot or so here still to go to hit the marker with 3rd down coming up. Robinson will and he loses the football a 2nd time. It's picked up by the Broncos. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line. They'll run it up the middle now. Gordon. And he's going to be stacked up right at the line of scrimmage. Nothing there for him. 2nd down. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. Here's Wilson. Finding Sutton on the out route who makes the catch. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
But that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield. And
look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. 3rd down, passing down. They throw the extra defensive back in there for a nickel package, and it worked out.
And it's not anything that you would think is just great strategy. It's just that when you have 5 defensive backs on the field and an obvious passing down, it's a lot tougher to complete a pass. And on that play, they completed it just to the wrong team, and it cost them 6 points.
Lambo on for the extra point. No sweat. He puts it through, and we are tied here in the 4th. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And coming out now, the Broncos. They will look to flush the memory of that pick 6 as we now have a brand new tie ball game here in the 4th quarter. Getting down to the good stuff. Back to the air, Wilson after the pick six. He'll find Sutton on the right side, complete. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll give him a short yardage situation here for second down. Here's a give up the middle. It's Gordon. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 7 yards there and a first down.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Williams. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Another tote for Gordon. He's been busy this afternoon. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Here's Wilson. And this is going to be intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. Past the 20. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. In a tie game, 4th quarter, that's about as big of a defensive play as
right there. They've seen things that have happened before. They knew in certain situations type of plays they like to run, read it, and were able to go after the football, get it, and take it into the end zone for a touchdown for themselves.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. So here is Wilson and the Broncos. Down by 7. A minute 52 to play. Now their losing streak in danger of continuing as they come up on 1st down. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. Wilson to throw. Finding Sutton. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Throwing now is Wilson. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Here's Wilson. And that's intercepted yet again, and that could be the backbreaker. Rayshawn Jenkins picks it off, and what a return as he brings this all the way back down to the 20-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. Again, it's Robinson. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on 3rd down. A shotgun snap and a give to ETN. And he is going to lose yardage here. Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in quarter number 4. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to perhaps salt this one away. The kick by Lambo is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So his second field goal of the game, and that could turn out to be the big one.
Yeah, you have to make them score twice to beat you, and that's not impossible. But here in the fourth quarter, puts their backs clearly against the wall.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And the football going back over to the Denver Broncos. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, two-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back, and then score again. But they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly. Then they'll take it from there.
Flush to his right, and he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down. Now Wilson. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
Wilson. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a first down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
Here we go. It's Wilson on fourth down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that will force a turnover on downs. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Down to a knee for the Jags. Victory seemingly in hand. This was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
And Brandon, I think they're the type of team that just looked at the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on, but we're the type of team that can flat out handle it. They stood up with confidence, and made it happen for a victory.
So for the Jags, they climb to 6-2 on the year as they close in on the midpoint of this 17-game schedule. And now it's off to Heathrow as they get set to fly back to the U.S. in a couple hours. Meanwhile, for Denver, the struggle.
Dollar. Hey, DJ Mosky, let's get it. We the champions here in Los Angeles. We doing numbers. Bringing home victory straight out the huddle. I'm at the plug, introduced to my brother. My squad superior, ain't none above us. We doing numbers. Gang in the building, we taking it over. Call the promoters. I just put up in this thing with my soldiers. I blew it and I'm still. Last minute I'ma need me some. Call up Khalifa. Bring them in the. You know I stay with some bad little baby. TGOD baby, know that's a gang gang. Crazy girls after the game. We throwing hundreds, we going insane. Pouring this. Dead homies got me pouring this. We get awards, but we give God the glory. I'm shooting my shot, and most times I be scoring. Do this for my city, I bring on the trophy. Feel like Freddie Mercury, we. Dollar. Hey, DJ Mosky, let's get it. We the champions here in Los Angeles.